Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa, and we're going to talk about wombo combos. This is using ultimates together for maximum impact. Now, there are a lot of these you can do, but they're going to center around Zarya, Ana, and Reinhardt. Those three are the ones that instigate the wombo, right? And what we're going to do is talk about other heroes that can use their ultimate at the same time. One thing I do want to say before we go into this is, though, do not go crazy and blow loads of ultimates, because if you use too many ultimates, like if I use a Graviton Surge and then Tracer uses a Pulse Bomb and McCree uses a High Noon all at the same time, that's probably a little bit of overkill there, and you shouldn't really be trying to do that. Alright, let's get into this. So, first one, Zarya Tracer. This is Graviton and Pulse Bomb. What you want to be doing if you're the Zarya player is be aware of when your friendly Tracer ultimate is up. So always spam your ultimate ready macro. So it'll pop up in the chat and it'll say Graviton Surge ready and 90%, or always 90% ready. Things like that. Spam that. Or even if you're using the microphone, go, guys, Graviton Surge is up. Or guys, Pulse Bomb is up. Because what that will tell the Zarya player is, okay, now I can Graviton. And also, if you're telling the Tracer player your ultimate is up, then they're going to get ready to Pulse Bomb, or they should be. And this is how the combo goes down. You fire the Graviton into a group of enemies. They get pulled together. As soon as the Tracer player hears this, she blinks in, chucks the Pulse Bomb in, blinks out. It's so simple, and it will probably result in a multi-kill at least. Very powerful. Next one is Zarya Hanzo. Same thing again. Zarya fires the Graviton Surge off. Hanzo hears this and immediately fires Dragon Strike straight through the location of the Graviton. This will do massive damage, and it needs to be countered by enemy ultimates. If it isn't, then it's going to do a ton of damage. And these are... all of these, which I'm going to break down in a second, they're great ways of breaking points you can't actually get into. Maybe you're on the first point of Hanamura and you're finding it difficult to break into that point, or just charge ultimates, wait, and suddenly go for one of these wombo combos. It can open up the game. The next one is Zarya Genji. Now, same thing again. Garya, that's like Zarya and Genji mashed together into Garya. I don't know what's going on there. Zarya fires the Graviton Surge in, Genji pops his ultimate and starts slashing. He's going to hit multiple targets at once if they're all pulled into the Graviton, and it's going to be beautiful. Zarya Roadhog. Zarya fires the Graviton, Roadhog ultimates into the Graviton. It will do a massive amount of damage. This thing is crazy. It will kill everybody in the Graviton. There is no way of absorbing this unless you're going to use like Sound Barrier and Zen's ultimate, Transcendence at the same time, and then it's just going to do a ton of damage. It's ridiculous. Next one is Zarya McCree. Now, this is a bit more harder to pull off, but it can still be effective. Zarya Gravitons. Now, all of these, obviously with Zarya, do depend on Zarya actually pulling people together. If the Zarya misses the ultimate, then obviously you don't want to use your follow-up ultimate to do the wombo combo, because, well, you're not going to hit anyone. So Zarya McCree, Zarya gets the enemy team together, McCree pops High Noon, they're all together in one place, and he can fire it off. The only problem with this is the enemy team will fire back at the McCree. They're not like just going to allow you to shoot them. Also, if there's a Reinhardt in there, well, he's going to put his barrier up, and, well, you're not going to do anything. You might take out his barrier. Maybe his barrier is low, and you manage to blast through it and kill some people behind. But, so it's not as set in stone as the other sort of wombos. Like the Zarya Tracer or the Zarya Hanzo can be quite effective. And even Zarya Pharah, which is the same thing. Use the Graviton, Pharah uses her ultimate. It does massive damage because all the targets are clumped together. Now we're going to move on to Ana. Now Ana, she is crazy powerful at the moment. So one thing you can do with Ana is combo your ultimates with Genji. So if Genji's got his ultimate available and he's telling you my ult is up and you've got Nano Boost, or well, Nano Boost. I always call it Nano Boost because that's kind of what it is to me. She's a Nan, right? Whatever. You use it on Genji, he's going to be ridiculously powerful and he's going to run around and do massive damage. So it's crazy powerful, that is. Also, you've got Ana and Reaper. Now, this is probably one of the most effective nano-boosted targets you can pick. So when Reaper's got Death Blossom available, if you nano-boost him and he goes in and Death Blossoms, well, I got news for you guys. If Reinhardt thinks he's going to hold his shield and just absorb the damage, well, I don't think so. His shield is going to get absolutely wrecked. He's going to get wrecked. He's going to do loads of damage. It is such a crazy wombo combo, especially if you throw a Lucio in and speed boost the Reaper in as you nano-boost him as he Death Blossoms. Holy hell, it is beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely beautiful. Other one is Ana McCree. Now, this is an interesting one. McCree, his High Noon. Well, it's not High Noon. What's it called? What is McCree's called? I forgot what it's called. It's not High Noon. I always call it High Noon, but it's not. High Deadeye? Is it? I think it's Deadeye, right? Anyway, it's always going to be High Noon to me. It's High Noon. You know what time it is, or whatever he says. So, yeah, for some reason, he locks on much quicker. So if Ana ults a McCree that's about to use Deadeye, then he will lock onto targets much quicker and be able to fire his ultimate faster, which is crazy. Also, it means he's going to do more damage, which kind of really doesn't matter, I guess. But he's going to move quicker as well, so he can move into position quicker. It's actually quite a nice one to do that, and I've been using that quite a lot. It's really powerful. Now let's talk about Reinhardt, because Reinhardt is kind of similar to Zarya, although not as effective. So every single Zarya combo, which I just went through, will work with Reinhardt, but Reinhardt has to land the hit. He has to drop the people down. He's got a frontal conal AoE. He doesn't just pull people in from 360 degrees like Zarya does, so these are much easier to set up with Zarya. Instead, like if you want to use like a Death Blossom Earth Shatter combo, Reinhardt goes in, he Earth Shatters, he knocks maybe 2 or 3 people down, Reaper goes in, Death Blossoms, and he'll kill them. The only argument for this is you could actually probably just kill them with standard attacks instead of following up with another ultimate, especially when it comes to Reinhardt, because think about it, they're knocked down on the floor, they cannot respond to the damage. In Zarya's, they can shoot back at you, so you really have to hit them quick with other ultimates, whereas Reinhardt, yeah, you can kind of just maybe not go for the total wombo, but just make sure you follow up. Alright guys, what I want you to do is comment below with other wombo combos you guys have come up with. Now I've left May out of this because I think May, she can actually be quite powerful as well. Also like Junkrat, I mean if you throw a Junkrat tire into a Graviton, that could be ridiculous as well. If everyone's frozen May's ultimate and a Reaper comes through Death Blossom, that could be ridiculous as well. In fact, one I've missed out is the Zarya Diva combo, where that's crazy powerful. So everyone gets Graviton, then you just throw the mech in and they all blow up and die. It's like crazy, crazy. Of course, obviously, if there's a Reinhardt in there, you know, he's going to absorb some of the damage, or maybe a Winston, he's going to drop his barrier. So there are some ways of absorbing the damage and all of that, but you know, you just got to kind of work around it. What I want you guys to take from this video is this. Get used to linking up for these very basic wombo combos. If you play Tracer, always be on the lookout for when the Zarya player has Graviton Surge available, because that is such an easy combo for you to pull off. You will get multi-kills, you will kill the enemy team, and you'll give your team valuable time on whatever type of map you're playing on. Also, if you're the Zarya player, do communicate to your team, say this is when my ultimate's up, and think about when you can use it, because don't just Graviton when there's no follow-up. You need a follow-up for Graviton. This is one of the most essential ultimates in the game, and the best way to use this is with another ultimate. I will never just fire my Graviton off if there's no follow-up, unless I'm doing it for some sort of crazy reason, like trying to keep people off the point at the end of like a King of the Hill map, just to sort of burn the overtime or something like that. In that case, yeah, you can fire the Graviton off, but a lot of the time you want to wait until somebody has an ultimate to follow up. Reinhardt, he can use his ultimate sort of independently as well, because when you knock them down, they're down. They cannot actually respond, so you can charge in, you know, smash them with your hammer, the rest of your team can fire at them, so it's a little bit different. So just get used to these sort of triggers. Get used to syncing ultimates together, because this will push you through the ranks, especially in competitive. There's been a lot of games or a lot of videos people send me, and I see Gravitons get used, and there's no follow-up. It's almost like the Zarya thinks, oh, I'm just going to fire into the Graviton myself. You can't do that. You need to wait for some sort of follow-up, even if you've got 100 charge. Sometimes, you know, there are extenuating circumstances, right? If you see a Zen and a Mercy and you're 100 charge, well, okay, you could Graviton those pair and just right-click and kill them, right? That would be fine. I would accept that. But most of the time, try and look out for these wombo combos. Alright guys, let me know in the comments below any kind of combos that you guys can come up with. Maybe combos that I've not covered as well. We're looking for like basic stuff, not crazy over the top stuff, and we're generally limiting this to 2 ultimates as well. We're not going crazy and blowing loads of ultimates and all of that stuff. We're just trying to get basic Zarya, basic Anna, and basic Reinhardt wombo combos off. Alright guys, I've been Stylo, so this is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming, and I'll catch you next time guys. Toodaloo.